Hey friend, welcome to Breaking Free, 14 Days to Food Peace. This is a real conversation for the woman who's tired of starting over, afraid of food, and ready to feel like herself again. See, in this series, it's going to speak to the woman who's tried it all. She's tracked it all, and she feels like she's losing the battle with food, her body, and herself. Does that sound familiar? I'm Cassie Covey. I'm a coach, a mom, and a former all-or-nothing perfectionist who's finally stopped living by food rules and started listening to her body. See, in this 14-day series, we're talking about what really keeps women stuck. The shame, the spirals, the mindset, the habits, and how to break free without another diet or reset or, starting over every Monday. See here, each episode is short, honest, and designed to speak directly to the part of you that's exhausted, but not done. Let's get into it. Episode 1, Why You Eat Perfect All Week and Spiral on the Weekend. Sound familiar? See, today we're diving into something that I know so many of us have said. I'm so good during the week, but I always mess up on the weekends. Does that sound familiar? If you've ever felt like that, this episode is for you. See, spoiler alert, it's not about willpower. It's about the plan you're following and the pressure you're under. I'm going to repeat that because you need to remember that. It's not about willpower. It's about the plan you're following and the pressure you're under. All right, let's get right into it. If you eat clean all week and lose it every weekend, it's not because you lack willpower. It's because your plan was never built to last. Did you hear that? You need to write that down. See, here's what I mean by that. Most women I coach, they tell me they're good Monday through Friday. Sound familiar? They meal prep. They say no treats. They track every bite. But by Friday night, something shifts. And it's not just about food. It's not just about the food. You need to hear that part. See, we view Saturday and Sunday as like a whole different time. Like the weekend, it's totally different. It's different than during the week. Sometimes that's how we look at it. See, this pattern, it usually comes from an all or nothing mindset. You're either on or off. You're eating clean or you're eating junk. Being disciplined or letting yourself go. Sound familiar? But that kind of thinking, it makes the weekend feel like a free-for-all. And why does it do this? Like, why do you think that happens? I'm going to explain that to you. Because your Monday through Friday plan is based on restriction. The weekend becomes like your only shot at freedom. See, it's not that you're out of control. It's that you've been in over control mode all week. Does that sound familiar? See, you're tracking every calorie, you're weighing every portion, you're saying no to everything off plan. And then it builds up. Like not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. I know you felt that. I've felt that before. See, this invisible pressure to be perfect Monday through Friday makes the weekend feel like a release valve. It's not failure. Let me repeat that. It's not failure. It's burnout. Let's get real about this for a second. You didn't mess up. Your nervous system just couldn't take the pressure anymore. So then we get to my story right now. I was the weekend spiral queen. All right, I'm gonna tell you how it went with me. I was a queen of starting over on Monday. Every Friday was like something clicked in my brain and I'd think, man, I was good this week. I deserve this. So I'd go ham. Like everything, it was a free-for-all. I would eat whatever I wanted. And not from hunger, but from this deep desire to finally feel free. That was my time to be free. Then Sunday night would hit and the guilt would settle in. I'd feel bloated, ashamed, and mad at myself. And then I'd say, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll start over on Monday. It felt like control. But really, it was just this vicious cycle and this loop that I didn't know how to get out of. What changed all that? See, here's what actually works because it's balance over perfection. So what I stopped trying to do was I stopped trying to be perfect during the week. I stopped telling myself that I'm doing fine during the week, so then I can have a cheat day on the weekend. It's okay. These are just my cheat days. You ever tell yourself that? These are my cheat days because I've earned it. I've done so well during the week. I deserve these cheat days. And see, I started asking myself, what would it look like if I treated the weekend like I did every single day? Because you know what? Some people's weekends, some people's Saturday and Sunday are just like my Monday and Tuesday. So why am I thinking that the weekends are any different than Monday through Friday? I had to do that. Like it clicked. I'm like, they're just the same days. We just call it the weekend. So see that shift right there of me just having to feel like I needed to control it all. Like that shift from the perfection to balance, it changed everything. Like it seriously changed everything when I flipped it. And I was like, you know what? Saturday and Sunday, that's the same. It's the same as Monday through Friday. Why am I thinking it's different? Why? It's not any different than Monday through Friday. So that changed everything because here's the truth. You don't need stricter rules. You need a more flexible approach. That means, write this down. Write it down. Letting go of guilt when you eat something fun. Making meals you actually enjoy. Not just what you should eat. Allowing treats during the week so you don't feel deprived on the weekend. See, this doesn't mean throwing in the towel. Let me say that again. It doesn't mean throwing in the towel. It means building a way of eating that works on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and on the weekends. That's what it means. So, hey, you may wonder what the next step is. I call this the no shame reset. So if you're stuck in a perfect weekdays and wild weekend spiral, no, you're not alone. All right, I've got you. Give me your hand. I'll hold on to it. I'll pull you with me. And I'll show you every little thing that needs done. But see, you don't have to keep living in that loop. There's a way to reset without restriction. I'm going to emphasize that, okay? Without restriction. There's a way to enjoy your life and still feel good in your body. I created a free resource for you that'll help you get through all that. Just DM me the word weekend on Instagram and I'll send you my no shame weekend reset tips. It's simple, it's doable, and it's designed to help you break the cycle without guilt or obsession. All right, I want you to know that because you've got this. This is totally doable. So, hey, that's today's episode. And if this resonated with you, share with a friend who's tired of starting over every Monday. And if no one's told you today, you're not failing. You're just ready for a new way. And I'm so glad you're here. I'll catch you on the next episode. If this episode hit home, take a second to breathe. So you're not broken. You're not failing. You're just stuck in a system that was never meant to support women like you. Like women carrying the weight of everyone else while trying to hold themselves together. I want to help you change that. So DM me the word weekend on Instagram and I'll send you a resource, a next step, or just a reminder that you're not doing this alone. And if you know another woman who needs to hear this, forward her this episode. Like share it with her, send it to her, screenshot it, put it in your stories. Let her know that she's not alone either. I'll see you tomorrow for the next truth that you didn't know you needed.